Today I'm going to be showing you the best tips and tricks that you can do inside of Oxford Response. And before we get into it, make sure you subscribe. Alright, so the first tip that I'm going to introduce to you is don't buy the C4 package. Now, the C4 package is just a waste of your money. Alright, without the game pass it's like £1,000 I believe. With it it's 750. I mean, it's quite cheap. If you're using it at the bank, you're losing £5,000 on top of the amount you pay for this. And also, if you also get a gun, you're literally only getting £7,000 from the bank instead of like 12,000 or something without the game pass, or 15,000 with. If you're a complete beginner in the game, you might think that this is the only way to actually get into the bank. So if I get an AK-47 here, and if I go into a public server, I'm going to actually demonstrate to you how much more money you can get. Oh, it's currently closed at the moment. That's just great. That's great timing. Let me just switch servers here. Oh, it looks like I'm being harassed. Right, that's a great start. I mean, I don't think this is a Lambo. Alright, is the bank open? Yes, it is. Alright, so we're at the bank now. If I just going through the back, also you do need the key fob for this as well. So instead of going down there with the C4 package, all we have to do is come in here and hack it. Now, it's really easy. You just have to match up the fingerprint. Now, you gotta be quick, so all we gotta do 4743, 4743, alright, so you had to put it in that little computer. Now, you gotta get the money as quickly as possible. And you might notice if you use the C4 package, you don't get this area at the back. Now, I gotta be quick, the alarms are going off. You can go through this passage here. All you gotta do is come out quick, and there you go. You can do this over and over again. It's literally so easy. Now, you might notice there are a lot of police in this server. If I go into the teams menu here, there's 8 people. That's quite a lot, really. You don't want 8 people outside of the bank, you know, when you rob it. So, my next tip here, oh my gosh, man, oh my god. Now, my next tip is to go in small servers. Now, if I leave the game here, if I go into servers here, so you can do ascending, exclude full servers, and you have these small servers that you can join with barely any police in. This is how I made all of my money, alright, pretty much. And you might wonder, you know, oh, private servers, you know, should you just get a private server instead? The answer is no, you should not, because it halves the price of robberies. Now, it's literally so easy to rob places, there's no police in the server. So that means you can't be arrested or anything, really. You can't really lose your money. So if I just rob Tesco fuel station here, I don't even have a gun because I died, but I don't really have to worry because there's no police. There you go, an extra 2.5k in the bank. Now, my next tip is avoiding fines. Now, you might say, how do you actually avoid fines? Now, it's pretty easy, alright? So if you're at the A4144 roundabout, all you gotta do is just go around the traffic lights. You need to go round the exit traffic lights as well, because the trigger is on, you know, on the exits of the roundabout. So all you got to do is go around on the grass there, or, you know, if opposite directions, do the same, go on the grass. You don't actually get a fine. Now, I believe it might be different with these traffic lights. I believe if I go around, no I don't, I can literally just go around them. And for these ones over here, all you gotta do is go around on this little bit. From my last video, I actually got a comment saying that you can literally skip this traffic light using that route. So yeah, you know, if you keep getting fines, I mean, you know, that's very good to know. Now, my next tip is actually something about the toy store. This is mainly for beginners, but if you don't know this, this is very important. You do not need the clipboard, you do not really need the flashlight. All you need is a bolt cutters, key fob, line jammer, and repair kit. The bolt cutters are for the phone store, key fob is for the bank, line jammer is Regent's jewelry store, and the repair kit, I mean, it's sort of optional, really. but it's so you can repair your car. But if you do have the K&N Motoring Game Pass, it's not really worth it because you get, you know, free repairs if you just drive like 30 seconds down the road. Now, it's understandable that, you know, for role plays, clipboards and flashlights, yeah, it's a roleplay item. But if you're trying to make money, there's no point of them. Now, my last tip for today's video is hiding from the police. Now, I'm going to show you some really good hiding spots from the police. So the first one is just down here from Folly Bridge. Really simple, just go in here. From up above, you cannot see my car. Even if you look down here as well, you can't see it. And plus, it's really easy just to come down here. Now, another hiding spot, well, it sort of depends on the situation. You can hide in here, you can hide down in there. You could hide, like, down this road or something. It's really easy to pull into. I mean, there's just so many places to hide or just lose the police in. Now, if you know me well, you know, in my first ever video, alright, I told you about, you know, all the gaps in the buildings are really good. It's still relevant after 5 months. Use gaps in the buildings, it's really easy. But yeah, that's all the tips that I'm going to give you today. If you have any suggestions on video ideas, please comment them down below. Thank you for the support, guys, alright.